back where we left off. What do you know? Got all the items that we possibly could get in SSN, apart from HM1 cut and metal coat. Whoa, excuse me, can't get that in Generation 1. So we're going to keep heading through these cabins. You better not be fighting me. The captain looked really sick and pale. Who is the captain? I hear many people get seasick. Well, man overboard. I'm going to pitch him. I'm the new captain. So, with all the items acquired, we are ready to face Red, who is going to come sauntering down this path. Oh, there he is. Smelling me already. Bonjour, Brock. Imagine seeing you here. Were you really invited? How's your Pokédex coming? I already could for 45 par différents kinds sans tout le monde. Crawl around in grassy areas. Okay. Well, hopefully you're able to bear that French accent. Red actually looks pretty beastly, his sprite in this game. So he's got a pretty big head. See how he's engulfing that Pokeball? Throw a nasty split finger. So perfect. I can use Rock Throw and knock out this Pidgeotto in one hit, hopefully here. Boom. Jump around. And we should get Boulder up to level 32 in this battle. And with Seismic Toss, I'll be able to take out normal type Pokemon rather easy. He's going to bite the Boulder. Broken teeth. Oh, I flinched though. But I broke your teeth. I had a dream last night that I was getting shanked by this guy. It was really weird, but he shanked me in the arm. Left arm. Right by the elbow. I don't know why that happened. So, let's see what else. Use Rock Throw, might as well. And if I flinch again, Boulder, get a life. Yeah, there we go. I like to see. That's what I like to see. Rocks right in the mouth, Eradicate. That nasty, snarly rat mouth. So we got Kadabra, obviously terrible defense. So I'm going to exploit that right away. And we're going to use Mega Punch to knock you out. Where are you going to teleport? The ocean? That's a good choice. I'd like to see you swim. Kazam, no! Not happening today. So Ivysaur is his final Pokemon. Obviously this is not a good Sichi in terms of type matching. So I'm going to dig Doug. You're not going to find me. Leech Seed. Oh, I evaded it. Sayonara. See you later. Super effective. That's what the problem is with having poison as a type for yourself. So Boulder is up to level 32 now. Defeated my rival for the 4th time. Humph. At least you're raising your Pokemon. Got $1,300. I heard there was a Cut Master on board, but he was just seasick. But Cut really is useful. You should go see him. Smell ya. Well, without further ado, we'll let him saunter off outside of the ship, not taking the correct path in a hallway that is made inside the ship. He's just walking into a wall right now. We're going to switch out Wartortle just because I want to get that order all set up. And I'm getting a little jittery. I'm excited for level 36 for both Wartortle, I like turtles, and Big Bird. So he's barfing away in the can, projectile vomiting. Arg! I feel hideous, seasick. Brock, rub the captain's back. What am I, alright, that's not my style. That's not a good call. Ooh, thank you. I feel much better. You want to see my cut technique? I could show you if I wasn't ill. I know, you can have this. Teach it to your Pokemon and you can see it. Cut anytime. Oh no, you have no room for this. Of course I have no room. When have I never ever had room? So, you could say I could use Rare Candy right now. You could say I could use Rest. Spending about a third of my life figuring out what items to drop. And I'm going to toss this antidote because I can buy one for 100 bones at the local mart. Don't need it. And he's going to give me the same speech, and I'm going to have to rub his back for the second time rubbing an old man's back. Rubbing, how does that feel? I'm out of place right now, I can tell you that much. Alright, so he's going to give me Cut now, HM1, which I need in order to get to Vermillion City Gym and face Lieutenant Surge, a war veteran. Captain, woo! Now that I'm not sick anymore, I guess it's time. It's time? Like, I don't know what you're implying there. How to conquer seasickness. The captain's reading this. Look at the horizon, fellow. I know why you're seasick. You're stuck in this little room for your entire existence. Get out of there. 101 for combating seasickness. You're a captain. You should know. Instead, you get a random kid, random boy to rub your back. So, I'm going to head... Whoops, not a good decision. and we're gonna head into here. And is this my cabin? Is this one my cabin? No, I'm not sure where my cabin is. I'm gonna try to. All right, there's people in every room, and there's bonjour. I'm the waiter, dude. Again. No. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can. I believe I have to take a rest. Bye bye, SSN. I'll never see you again in my life. Thanks for boring my fans and finally giving me what I needed. Sniffle, sniff, sniff. Alright, this couldn't take any longer right now, because I'm getting disified by this current I'm looking at. Little choppy seas, it looks like. So we're going to keep heading up here, and enough of these sailors getting in my way. I'm going to go heal up my Pokemon real quick. Teach HM1 to Ducks. You know who that is. Far-fetched. And then I'll chop down that tree and go into Vermilion City and take out Lieutenant Surge with my grabs. Boulder. It's a nice boulder. So before that, I'm obviously going to get some items out of my Poke gear. I don't really know. My backpack. So this will free up some space. Put it in Brock's storage area. And now we don't have to deal with someone's PC anymore. We got a nice bill. So, famous dude. And plenty of Pokeballs. I know where I'm going, so I'm just going to get rid of the town map. You might want to get rid of items like that, like the SS ticket now. You don't need it anymore, and they allow you to deposit it. They obviously don't allow you to toss it or sell it. Old Rod, I'm not going to be able to catch any Pokemon with it, considering I need the bike voucher as well still, because I need to get the bike. I'm going to sell... here, I'm going to teach Farfetch HM1, then I'm going to store it. So we're going to go into our items pocket and teach it to Farfetched. You can teach it to pretty much any Pokemon you would want, and I don't recommend teaching it to a Pokemon that you plan on being one of the primary Pokemons in your team, just because it's not a very strong move. So I'm going to go back to my storage area, and we're going to drop that HM off now. So head down here, slide, little slide, and drop it off. So I'm going to check one more time so I don't be running to the same rut with you guys, having to deposit random items left and right. We're max potioned out and hyper potioned out, so we should be good. If any random thing happens out of ordinary, not good, in the direction of not good, against Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Suji. Alright, so enough of the weird accents. I don't know where that's coming from, honestly. So, sell rest. I'm not going to use it. Some of you may be shooting me right now through the screen. Well, I'm not feeling it. You are, though. You're going to get a new computer. So, that's all I'm going to do at the mart currently. And because Farfetched is Reds, chopped it down. Oh, forgot. This is not Generation 2. Thinking everything's Generation 2. Boom! Cuts down the tree. So there's no hidden item in that tree. We're going to read this board real quick. Vermilion City Pokemon Gym Leader, Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning American. Well, I could have gone through this on July 4th, just as I went into the Pokemon Museum in Peter City on July 20th, just in time for the lunar landing. Well, that was ironic. But I'm not. So we're going to head in here, talk to this fool. Yo, champ in the making. Lieutenant Surge is a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. Here's an expert on electric Pokemon. Birds and water Pokemon are at risk. Beware of paralysis, too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. You have to break a code to get to him. And the thing I'm wondering, this game was made in Japan. How did they do this? How do we know about nationalism when we're living in Kanto? We have no identity as an ethnicity. We got French people on the ship. That's all I know. Alright? So I'm going to switch out because obviously Wartortle would not fare well. Big Bird would not fare well. So our only Pokemon. It's nice to have a ground type Pokemon early on in the game. Sandtroop. Pretty good. This is no place for kids. Let's see about that. That's all I can say. And I'm not really going to come back after people start demeaning my age. I'm done with that. So once again, another Pikachu is being thrown down in the fray against us, and I'm going to say dig, so I'm just going to throw a Mega Punch down because I took care of a level 23 Pikachu on SSN. Of course, it's not very... Alright. There's one problem, though, on my team, other than dig. Don't have very accurate moves with me. Mega Punch, not going to happen. Rock Throw, very inaccurate. But power precedes accuracy in this game if you are level up high enough. Not going to happen. Learn. Know your personnel. Am I going to have to bring that one out again? Uneducated trainers. So I defeated this sailor. Wow, you surprised me. $630. Lieutenant Surge has set up double locks. Here's a hint. When you open the first lock, the second lock is right next to it. Are you mean right as in I'm going to take one step this direction? Or right as in any direction right around there? But the adjacent bucket. Confusing. I'm a lightweight, but I'm good with electricity. So you're saying you're a nerd. That's unfortunate. You gonna electrocute yourself? No, you're not a nerd. You're a rocker. Are you saying you're a lightweight in terms of the Pokemon you use, or the lightweight in terms of your physique? Well, you're a featherweight now, because you're done. I remember the days of thinking that rock-type moves were effective against electric types. I remember those days. Rock-type is kind of misplaced. I mean, you look at it, you think rock and ground simultaneously. They go hand in hand in your mind. You're not really sure where to place it. And so this is just an electric type. Unfortunately, it's not steel, so a lot of these moves we previously would think would be effective are not. And there you go, right there. You can see how Rock Throw is a very inaccurate move. Boom! So our attack is just overwhelming there. Pokemon and another Pokeball. I think a Voltorb, I was reading this, a Voltorb is basically a Pokeball manufacturing malfunction. It was meant to be a Pokeball and somehow they gained eyes and I'm assuming like internal organs. I'm really worried, how does a Voltorb subsist? I mean, probably on electricity, it feeds off electricity, but like, does it eat it? Like, does it have any bodily functions inside there? It has to have an auditory system if it has a Pokemon noise. It has eyes. Like, I'm really appalled and confused by just by that whole concept. And I cannot hit right now, finally. So that's kind of the risk that you get when you go throw a Rock Throw down. Same thing with a Rock Slide. Well, we defeated Rocker, and that's a pretty good name for a Rock-type trainer, not for Electric-type. Fried Pokeball, that tastes good. Okay, I'll talk. Lieutenant Surge said he hid door switches inside something. Wonder what that is. There's only 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 buckets inside his room. I wonder what that is. 3 times as many, or almost 3 times as many people, or buckets as people in this room. When I was in the Army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO. Alright. I'm liking Lieutenant Surge. Serve the country. What country? This isn't supposed to be taking place in America. I'm referring to it as America. I don't like that. Nationalism taking over. So hopefully Mega Punch will hit quicker. There we go. Mega Punch is reliable. Rock Throw. Learn something from your Mega Punch. Your MP fan. Alright, so now all that's left for us to do is find those switches. Stop, you were very good. I'm too good, I know. Gentlemen, dishing out the dough. The door won't open. Lieutenant Surge is always cautious. So let's find the switch. Nope, there's only trash. Finally, I got it. I figured it out, YouTubes. That's it for this part. I'm just kidding. I was really pissed off. I was off screen for a while trying to figure it out. But I got it, figured it out. So thanks for bearing with me for part 13. And I'll be taking LT Surge on this time, I promise, in part 14. Sorry.